I like your tie, Luther.
Thank you.
Did you pick that out or you what?
We're going to call the meeting to order tonight. Sorry about that. Do apologize to our audience for being a little bit late. We did have a meeting earlier and on this the second meeting of the month, and we try to get all our business done, and so we did run a little bit over. Let's stand for the prayer and pledge. Our Father in heaven, we're so thankful for this day and all their blessings. We're so thankful for this springtime of the year and the sun we've had recently. Be with us tonight as we go through the business of the city. Help us always to remember to try to do what's best of everyone. Help us always to think about thee. Help us to use the money wisely with the things that are best for everyone. And thanks so much for thy Son, Jesus Christ. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ms. King.
Alderman Bratton.
Here.
Alderman Callis.
Here.
Alderman Harvin.
Here.
Alderman Jennings.
Here.
Viceman McDowell.
Here.
Alderman Bennett. Alderman White.
All right, thank you. Next, need approval of the agenda. I do have some changes. Do I have a motion to get on the floor?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
I want to add two items. One is add a resolution naming the public safety building after former Mayor Bill Rawls. Be the first item on the agenda. Then add an item at the end of we discussed in committee about lights for downtown. Then also be taken off the agenda item 14-51 under Public Works for a gas line extension. Does anyone else have anything? All in favor with the changes say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next, we have communications from Mayor and Alderman. Does any Alderman have anything they'd like to do tonight?
Mayor, real quickly, just want to remind everybody May the 1st is National Day of Prayer Breakfast. They're going to be holding it at First Baptist Church from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I hope all the aldermen will be there. Look forward to seeing you all and hope everybody can make it. And tickets are on sale at the Chamber.
Yeah, it's May's a busy time. We have the National Day of Prayer, as Mike said, on May 1st. And May the 3rd is Saturday. We're going to have our first bike rodeo, Health Safety Day at Richland Park. And, of course, that starts the week of activities for Strawberry Festival and Strawberry Festival on May the 10th. We have a job fair, John. I forget it's this week, but I forget exactly which days.
Sir, it's Tuesday and Wednesday from 2 to 6 p.m. at Robert Coleman Community Center.
All right, we have a job fair for some part-time jobs and some things about the city this Tuesday and Wednesday. Does anyone else have anything? Alderman Brad?
The frost hurt, but we're still going to have berries, so I'm told by,
that's what I hear.
by Wayne England. So that's official.
Yeah. I was in Nashville last week. One of our
Billy Wayne.
normal meetings. That was the day of the freeze, and everybody was asking, "Are you going to have any strawberries?" So hopefully the sun will come out, and we do have plenty of strawberries. Strawberry Festival Day. I do have something I need to read tonight. It's concerning our stormwater Phase 2 plan, and this needs to be read publicly. The State of Tennessee Department of Environment, Conservation, and Division of Water Resources notified City of Portland officials last year that it was categorized as a Phase 2 municipal separate stormwater sewer system. This means that with this type of permit, the city is required to submit a notice of intent and comply with requirements of the State of Tennessee according to our permit. On February the 19th, 2014, the NOI was submitted to the State of Tennessee, and our notice of approval was received March the 23rd, 2014. There are several requirements that the city must meet as a recipient of this Phase 2 MS4 permit. The first requirement was to select and implement an advertising method for public participation within 30 days of the approval of the NOI. In order to comply, a stormwater management page has been added to the city's website. Our website is www.cityofportlandtn.gov. Everyone may review this webpage to learn about MS4 permit requirements. The webpage will be updated periodically as permit requirements are met. As the City of Portland moves further into the implementation of this permit, public involvement input will be solicited to establish a policy that meets permit requirements, yet still takes into account the stakeholders within the local community. As we move forward with our stormwater Like I say, this is one of the first thing, it is on the page, on our left, on the left bar over there, you go all the way down, there's a stormwater hiccup on, and there is several items there about stormwater, and Brian and Thomas will be updating that as we move forward. All right, does anyone else have anything? All right, we have no public hearings tonight. Vice Mayor, I don't have anything under planning.
No, sir, nothing under planning.
Okay. Under the first item of business, we're getting Public Works. We, from time to time, wish to recognize people of our community and who have been in leadership with some of their accomplishments and recognition. And tonight, we will put forward a resolution, be 14-59, honoring former Mayor Bill Rawls. And I will read this resolution. A resolution to name the Portland Public Safety Building in honor of former Mayor William J. Bill Rawls. Whereas the City of Portland wishes to honor the service of former Mayor William J. Bill Rawls, and whereas Bill Rawls served as Mayor of the City of Portland for 3 terms, 2-year terms from 1977 to 1979, 1979 to 81, and 1 4-year term from 1985 to 1989. Whereas during these 3 terms, Bill Rawls was aggressive in helping the City of Portland move forward in many ways. Whereas with overcrowding and lack of parking space at Portland City Hall, Bill Rawls saw the need for a building to be used exclusively for police and fire departments, and in 1986 led the way in purchasing the Pruitt Family Building on Highway 109 North at a cost of $125,000 to become known as Portland's Public Safety Building. Whereas after building renovations and additions, installation of necessary equipment, and purchasing of furnishings, the Portland Police and Fire Department moved into the newly renovated Public Safety Building in June of 1987. Now therefore it be resolved by the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the City of Portland that former Mayor Bill Rawls shall be recognized for his work in securing and establishing the Public Safety Building by naming in honor of the William J. Rawls Public Safety Building. Be it further therefore that this resolution shall become effective upon its passage, public welfare requiring it.
So moved.
I have a motion, get it on the floor. Do I have a second? Any comments or from anyone? Mr. Bill, unfortunately, could not be with us tonight. He is, as y'all know, is having some health issues and is just not able to get out and be about. And so our prayers and thoughts are with him in his time of this illness. Does anyone else have any? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we will try to get out to his home this week and present him with a copy of this. All right. Go into Public Works. Mr. Bratton?
There was something that I failed to add for discussion on the Public Works. I don't know, given protocol, if I can add it or it would be inappropriate. You might help me with that. I don't know, as far as Robert's Rules of Order, how I should approach it.
Is it something you want to action on?
Possibly not, just discussion.
I mean, we can ask for a suspension of rules for you to add something. We have a motion to suspend the rules. Have a second? Second. Okay.
Councilman Harbin had brought up in the past that there was some concern about the aesthetics of Highway 52 West and some of those mobile homes out there. And there's an area out there that there's a property that's going to be
Okay.
auctioned off.
Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion to suspend the rules to add item on Highway 52 West. Any other comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Councilman Harbin had brought up maybe a way to actually start helping to maybe help the aesthetics of Highway 52 West. There's a property that's going to be auctioned off. There's a mobile home that everyone refers to, but the mobile home does not go with the lot. It's just a real short lot. So I don't know the appropriate, and I don't know the time frames. I just saw the sign go up. But that's one of those areas that I think that the city's going to have to get involved to help clean it up if we choose to do that, because this particular lot does not run. It's a real short lot, so it's not a buildable lot. The only thing possibly could go back there would be another mobile home. Behind that lot,
Single wide would.
well, because it's grandfathered, because it's already one existing, then another one could go back.
I thought we did away with that.
Well, it can't be over a percentage of the
Yeah.
the
See, there.
size or something, I think there's.
Yeah, you can't put one on a vacant lot, but if there was one there, you can replace it.
Yeah, but it's selling and that mobile home is not selling. That
This
one
is, this is
evidently
a
gonna be
vacant lot
moved.
now, correct?
No, it has an existing mobile home.
Well,
on it.
that's true, but it's not being sold, so that's gonna get into.
Are you saying that the mobile home itself is not being sold?
No, it's personally owned by the owner. So I'm told it's owned by the,
I don't think it would qualify under the grandfather then.
I mean, I'm not, Jackie's not here, we don't have a planner here. And you may be right, if you're correct, then we're fine. But my concern is that that lot, behind that is a street, and behind that is the public housing. So, you know, a home couldn't be built there, another home
Right.
couldn't be built there. But if Councilman White is correct, and then grandfather does not apply, then there's not a concern. But if that lot sells for something, you know, I don't know what it sells for, but you know, there's a possibility that what we're trying to do, we couldn't accomplish that. So I don't know the time frames, but maybe someone could drive by there and look at it, because if we're gonna, I think we're gonna have to take the lead in that area, and it may just be a vacant lot forever, but, you know, to be able to accomplish what we want to accomplish, I think we need to look at if Councilman White's not correct.
It would just appear to me that if the lot's being sold and the trailer's being sold to the same person, then grandfather would apply. But being sold separately, grandfather will not apply to that trailer, I don't think.
I'm not researched that.
Sounds logical, I know
Something
something
we need. So you're saying they're gonna sell the property separate and the mobile home separate?
Yes, sir.
Which if the same person bought both, then it would grandfather.
If the same person bought both, then it'd be grandfather. But not owning that trailer and owning the property, they're separate.
I'm not going to, honestly, I've not researched it. I know that, I looked at the legal, I think Miss Bandy owns the lot, and I think the person that owns the home is just maybe renting the lot. So it's just something for us to look at.
In order for it to be grandfathered, I think Mr. Bandy or whoever buying the lot have to buy the mobile home.
No, she owns the lot. I think Miss Bandy is the one, I looked at the legal, I think she's the one that's actually selling it. But anyway, I just want to bring it up, and if, I don't know what the time frames, if someone have a chance to look, and maybe you can research the grandfather, and maybe we can look at a work study prior to whenever that sale date is. Because if it sells to another person, it's not, then it's there for eternity possibly, you know.
And while you're on that, we have been meeting, Brian and me have met with some people recently trying to, what you talk about, blight and different things, and it looks like the term A-play is not going to qualify. There are some other options, and we had somebody who's getting us together some ordinances and different things other people are using. So we'll hope to have a good packet of information here very shortly on some things over in that area. So.
You know, and I don't have, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I don't have a dog in the fight. But if in fact Steve is right, then that's not an issue. If Steve is incorrect, do you want to give the mayor some parameters to look at something like that if the funds are available?
I think we need to pull up the property and find out how it's listed and what's going on there. And I think you're right, and it's what Brian said. We need to take the lead. If you want to clean the area up, you may have an opportunity, but I just don't know of any facts
The only
about
way
the
we can
piece
clean it
right
up is to
now.
own
so.
it.
That's what he's leading to.
And it's
That's
the
what he's saying.
intersection, we're getting ready to put a light there, right on,
Yes.
in that intersection.
That's where we were supposed to put that light at there.
Right.
But anyway, I just brought that up because I thought about that when I saw the
city's
sign.
interested in the price going up.
You know, and it makes it difficult because in essence, if I made a motion to give $100,000 for a lot, guess what? You know, somebody said, well, the city's gonna give $100,000, so you bring $100,000.
Yeah,
So it makes it real difficult for the city to
Let
buy
me share
property.
this with you, nobody, because, you know, if it goes to auction, you don't have to be the last man with your hand standing, and nobody's gonna give $100,000 for that lot and stick a trailer on it. They're gonna be saying, well, I gotta do something. I just put $100,000 in a piece of property, so I don't think you have to worry too much about somebody coming
No,
out.
I would just use that as an example. My
Sure,
point
sure.
being, you know, it may not bring whatever we, if we publicly say, in essence, probably that's what it would bring. So it makes it real difficult for
It
the
might be
city.
cheaper to put a wall up.
Big part,
Maybe cheaper to put a wall up.
yeah.
I also believe, don't it tie over to is it going all the way over to the drainage ditch there?
No, it just goes to the street.
I mean,
See-
to the side, does it go over to the drainage ditch? There's a drainage ditch right there, does it go?
Who
over?
owns it?
I think I looked at legal, Miss Christie Bandy owns it, I think. I think because I think it looks.
I don't know if that lot goes to the bridge or not, that ditch, I don't know that, I'd have to go back.
But maybe just have the mayor to look at it and look
I'll
at the
do some
timeframes
looking
about
at
when
it. Okay.
the sale is, and maybe we can't do anything at this point. Maybe we need to set up a fund so that when these things occur, we can pay appraised value or something, so that we can be prepared in the future, something, maybe that's the way to approach it.
Would it be out of line to make an offer on the property before it went to auction if we decided we wanted to do that? I mean, it can happen 5 minutes before the sale, I think.
I don't know. I know the auction signs are up, and I don't know.
We can check. and see.
Just check, and we may have a little while, but I just saw the auction signs go up.
Okay.
I apologize for that, but I was going to
That's
talk
fine.
about it at the work study prior to this
I
meeting.
think the property that is selling May 2nd, May 3rd, because they're selling more than one piece, right?
Yes.
And I think it's I think it's very first part of May when these properties.
So we may
are
have time,
selling.
if we
Maybe
choose.
it's like 21st.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll do some research, Brian, if you will, if you do some research. I apologize for that. The first item is a resolution 14.49, a resolution requesting approval for Tennessee Tourist Development, the Welcome Center, to receive an adjustment sewer bill in the amount of $3,519.22. Make a motion to approve with an explanation.
Second?
Have a motion, do I have a second?
The explanation here is that this water did not go through our system, so therefore it's typical for us to waive the sewer bill in this case.
Right. The actual adjustment is of $9,728.14, making their bill the third
I'm sorry,
$3,000.
making the bill $3,500.
Right,
I apologize, Mayor.
Okay, that's fine. All right, any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Resolution 14-50, a resolution authorizing a change order in the amount of $43,900 to address various gas line issues on Fountainhead Road. Contract with Leary Construction dated March 27, 2014 for the 2014 natural gas improvement, Phase 1 improvement. Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Is there any comments or questions?
This was approved in work study and also in finance.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 14-52, a resolution authorizing the City of Portland to enter into a facility encroachment agreement with CSX Transportation. Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion, have a second. Do we want to, you want to make a motion to add the second one to that
Yes, also
for Fountainhead Road?
add to that, that same encroachment agreement to Fountainhead Road. And the amount is, I think, $4,000 per
Right.
encroachment fee.
Per-
Is that
per
correct?
fee.
Yes. So with a total of $8,000.
All right, we have a motion to add to the original resolution, add Fountainhead Road. Do we have a second on that motion only?
Second.
All right, we're voting only on the addition right now. Any other comments or questions? All in
Yeah.
favor?
Would you explain that just briefly, possibly better than I can,
Okay.
what that encroachment is about?
Okay, we're doing some gas line upgrades around the city of Portland right now. A contractor just got started this week. We're having to go under the railroad in 2 different spots. The first spot is over in Industrial Park to help improve the flows over there to our industrial customers. The railroad has a $4,000 permit fee, they call it encroachment fee, that has to be paid anytime we do a new bore. Then also at Fountainhead Road, we're going to have to do the same thing also. So we're going to go ahead and approve those fees to CSX Railroad for their right to go into the railroad track.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right. All in favor of the addition to Fountainhead Road, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now back to the original motion, which will include both. Does anybody have comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I believe that's all that you have, Mr. Bratton.
That's correct.
All right, next we go Vice Mayor.
This is resolution number 14-53, a resolution to hire a police officer for the city of Portland. Whereas applications have been properly solicited and accepted for police officer positions for the city of Portland, and whereas careful consideration has been given to these applicants by the interview panel and the police chief, with their recommendation offered And now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the City of Portland that Ryan Derek Bean is hereby hired as a Portland police officer. And be it further resolved that this resolution shall become effective upon its passage, public welfare requiring it. Move to approve.
Have a motion, have a second. I do want to explain something after the vote here, because I think there's been a little bit of confusion. Does anybody got any comments or questions about it? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome aboard. Here's, you want to introduce yourself? Or?
You'll stand up and introduce yourself?
Happy to be here, guys. It's Derek Bean.
Hold on, known as the barbecue guy.
Yeah, I'll be that for a long time. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
What I want to, I think there's been a little, maybe misunderstanding, not misunderstanding, but just want to clarify. Back in last year, came up with the idea to have a panel and ask for applications of officers. And so we did that, and I think you had like 20-something to make actual application. Then we did a test, a written test, a panel review, and certain requirements that they met. Chief Smith came back with a list of 7 people at that time, and the council agreed for that to go through 6 months. And public safety, Jody, I asked you to review that, Generic Public Safety, and go back over. There were 7 people, and they was rated 1 through 7. On that list were 5 certified officers and 2 non-certified officers. The number 1 ranking that scored the best on tests was a non-certified, and that was Jeremy Van Cuse, who went to class, academy, and graduated, is now working as an officer. The next 2 were certified officers. The next one was a non-certified. Actually, 2 more have been hired since that person, but because we only had in the budget this year for 1 to go to academy, is the reason we got out of that list. So Chief does have in his budget for next year for another person to go to the academy. So I know it was that we wanted to hire non-certified and get them working out of the city of Portland. So he only had in the budget for 1 to go. So that's the reason his list got just a little bit out of order because of the certified and non-certified. I think there's been, just wanted to clarify that so everybody understands exactly what we were doing here.
And Mr. Bean also lives here, and he, prior to us doing
Right.
that list and that interview, he had put himself through the academy, so
Right.
it's already taken care of.
But in the next year's budget, we will have another amount for someone to go to the academy. All right. Okay. Is there any other comments or questions on that? All right, Mr. McDowell.
Resolution number 14-54, this is a resolution to declare certain vehicles owned by the city to be surplus to the city's need and directing disposal of same. Move to approve, get it on the floor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions?
And this will be, it'll be declared auction property online through the govdeals.com, and we have a list of the vehicles that it involves.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution number 14-55, this is a resolution to present retiring police officer Bobby Little with his service weapon. And I'll read this partially. Whereas Officer Bobby Little has served as a police officer for the city of Portland with dedication and loyalty for more than 13 years, and whereas the service weapon used while on duty for the city of Portland be regarded as surplus property and presented to retiring Officer Little as a gift. I move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? And when right before he retires, we'll present it to him down here at night. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
We've got one more, Mayor. Resolution number 14-56. This is a resolution to present former Chief of Police Al West with his service weapon. Whereas Chief Al West served as the police chief for the city of Portland with dedication and loyalty for more than 20 years, and whereas the service weapon used while on duty for the city of Portland be regarded as surplus property and presented to former Chief of Police Al West as a gift. Move to approve.
Second.
A motion second. Any comments or questions? And we'll officially present his at some point too. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And that's everything under public safety tonight.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. McDowell.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor. Next, under legislative, we have items, we'll do item A will be last. I'd say we're going to do that resolution last. First will be Resolution 1457. It's a resolution authorizing agreement with the State of Tennessee Benefits Administration, provider of the City of Portland Health and Vision Insurance, also provide employee dental insurance to terminate existing employee dental insurance contract with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Have a motion, get it on the floor.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
Does anyone have any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next, we have Resolution 1458, a resolution authorizing submission of a state industrial access road application to the Tennessee Department of Transportation for Jaybird Drive in Portland, Tennessee. And this is making application only. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Is there any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The next is add-on resolutions. Resolution in support of application for grant funds to Tennessee Certified Downtown Committee for the replacement of street lights in the area southwest of the Moy Green Boarding House and west of the Temple Theater. Have a motion, get it on the floor.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
We do have a Tennessee Downtown program. We did receive some grant funds for that, and these grant funds are to be used. We've got some businesses who took advantage of them. The Moy Greenhouse and Temple Theater also took advantage of them. We did have a little bit of money left, so the Design Review Committee and Planning have come up with a street light design, and we want to start out downtown by putting them in front of those, and so we have the funds available through this grant to do that. Any other comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Does anybody else have anything for the council meeting? We will, next month, we plan on having after the May the 5th meeting, a work study for our budget, and also on the 12th, a special call meeting will be advertised for our budget also. We are started that process now. I think all of you have seen, and I think we're happy that the state is in the middle of the road out here, getting ready to pave down to the middle of town, which is very much needed. And have we heard when our contractor's going to start paving? So we do have, the city is going to do quite a bit of paving this year also, and hopefully that's going to get started in the next few weeks. Not anything else, nobody objects, we'll be adjourned.